I will be talking about the predictive way forward as per the economic indicators now that the board approval for the SBA is in from the IMF. So yesterday we had the IMF board sign off on the 3 billion standby arrangement for Pakistan. Saudi Arabia deposited 2 billion, UAE deposited 1 billion. In light of this context, now that the reserves are starting to build up, what are the economic indicators telling us as to what will be the way forward? What will the government need to do? What are the fundamentals that will autocorrect? And what are the fundamentals that the government will really need to put an effort in so that we can utilize this breather and this space in the most responsible way forward? So now if you look at some of the key statistics that you will be looking at, if you look at exports, if you look at cover the last fiscal year's exports to the fiscal year before that, you see that there has been a 12% drop. This is in spite of the government giving several export promotion schemes. We also saw a lot of debate regarding tariff in the media, which was given out, which is a fiscal stimulus given out with the purpose of promoting exports, with the purpose of encouraging employment. So why is it that in spite of these packages, our industry failed to deliver on the promises, or what it seems like it failed to deliver, because we do not have any visible gains being reported by the indicators, either through the external trade statistics or the labor force survey. So one of the first key prescription that this scenario gives us is that the government needs to run thorough evaluations of its program so far if it is to do better in the future. We need to utilize this space responsibly, and hence any lessons that we can recover from the past programs can only feed back into better and robust programs. Now, still, exports is just one statistic. If you look at taxation, not only is it not progressive, but it is only 10% of the GDP. A lot of the healthier economies hover around 15 to 20%. So the government will need to also bring in people who are not paying taxes into the tax net, improve tax administration, and also target the two sectors that it has failed to do so far, that's the real estate and also tax land. Why have all these measures failed so far? Of course, there's all the political economy explanation of these, of the status quo. But there's also a lot we can do better going forward without a lot of upheaval into the economy. Use technology, use smarter programs, use smarter implementations, smarter administration, use data from your previous schemes to see and tap into what are the areas that you can, what are the lower hanging fruits that you can cover in the next 6 months. And then the land and the real estate will have to be taxed to improve on this key statistic. And why is that important? That's important because if you look at how fast are your expenditures increasing as opposed to your revenue, you come to a 3-to-1 ratio. If the revenue is increasing by 10%, your expenditures are increasing by up to at least 30%. So with very poor revenue generation in the economy, limited export base, limited investment, we really need to utilize all the tools that are at our disposal to design smarter and more and programs that deliver in the future, and especially in this 9 months. This is a breather space that with the reserves building up and the SB approval coming in, that only needs to be utilized carefully and responsibly going forward. And for that, each one of these statistics can be dissected into so that can feed into better and smarter programs and policies going into the future.